Hello and welcome back to Flosstube number 5, I think we're on. The title we updated. This is Brand New Wine Stitches. Today is June 11th, 2024, and our progress is very little, but our haul is huge. So that's probably what most of this video is going to be about, is a lot of digital patterns and haul that I've gotten. So not everyone's interested in that, so we'll start with the stitching, which last video was like right at the very end of May, so I ended up not doing any more stitching on the Lady of the Flag. And I know my goals for June are to work on Festive Feline, which I have yet to touch, and a crochet blanket, which I've made a little bit of progress on. I've got some updates on that. Mostly, now that May is over and all of May's craziness is done, I really want to get Labyrinth finished. So that's what we've been working on. This is what it looks like when it's finished. This is where we saw it last time, so I had reached the halfway point. I think I had estimated I was about maybe 60% done because I had the half of it done and then I was starting to work my way out. And now we're not done, but we are very close. Here is where we are at. So this is how big it is. We've obviously got some of the goblins. We've got Jareth and Toby. I've just got 2 more goblins to do over here. A little bit of back stitching here and here. And then it's done. I think I can get it done this month, but I gotta make time to get my other stuff done this month too. So I'm so happy with this one. How it's turning out is so cool. I'm missing the color right now for Toby's eyes. His eyes are supposed to be blue, so he's not 100% done. But it is pretty much there, and it's so exciting to finally have it done. Once I get this done, I can start on something else, and that's what I'm really excited for. It's been 10 days of stitching or so, excuse me, and I have 1,103 stitches that I've put into Labyrinth right now, and I probably only have a few hundred left. So hopefully I can get that done this month. I also was just today starting to work on the Storybook cell, so I'll see if I can find the preview picture. So this is what it's kind of going to look like. We don't know specifically. Last time I had finished May's portion of it, which was just this little staircase here. I had that all done. June's portion is released. So I started stitching on that a little bit today, and we're going up to some pink and red books. So probably put maybe 50 stitches in, 30 I think actually. Just one book. This is just one book on the shelf. So I'm going to work on this a little bit more later today to get some more books on there, kind of get this filled out. And then I think it's just this portion here. Ooh. Camera went fuzzy, hold on. There we are. So it's just going to be this portion right here, a couple bookshelves that is in June's update. So I'll probably start working on that a little bit more today, and then I don't know, I got to get Festive Feline in there somewhere. I got to get her done in June. But the other thing I've been working on from my Whipco board is my Eeveelution Pokemon blanket, which is going to look generally like this when it's done. Right now I decided to work on the Leafeon portion, so green and tan. Last time I had just a couple of rows done, and now I've got a couple more rows done. I had made so much progress on this, so much progress, and then I made a mistake. And Leafeon was too far shifted to one side of the blanket that it was going to be very, very obvious. Not like, oh, it's, you know, it's just a couple of stitches. No, she was like on the front half of the square instead of in the middle, and it was very obvious. So I had to rip it all back out, which was very sad because I actually had just about started her belly. I had her legs entirely done. So I restarted it, and I've got her little legs going again. There we go. Drop that stitch. So that is where we're at. Hoping I can get some more progress done. My friend turned me on to a new type of crochet hook that I have in here. Actually, I have another one upstairs, but I can get that next time and show you guys. They're called furls, and they are supposed to be streamlined resin, and they're so pretty. It's so ergonomic, and just look at all the glitter and sparkles in this one. So this one is the size that I need for my crochet blanket. So this is the one that I'm going to be working on, and hopefully I won't kill my hand and I can get some more progress done on this. I do have a craft show where I'm going to be selling some soy candles at the end of the month. So it's hard to do cross stitching while sitting there doing those. So maybe I can get a lot of progress done on one of some of the blanket those days. Maybe even I can have Leafeon done by the end of the month. Fingers crossed. We'll see. So got this really nice new hook, and my friend gave me a case for it. So it's by Furls, so they have all sorts of different ones. This one is called Polaris. The next one, the other one I have is called Andromeda, which is like this really pretty like grayish green and purple, like the Andromeda galaxy. And my daughter's middle name is Andromeda, so it was kind of meant to be. Had to have that one. They're also doing a bunch of zodiac ones, and like I don't need them, but I want them. They're all so pretty. They're the Cancer one, because I'm a Cancer, just got released, and it's like purple and pink and white, and it's beautiful. I don't need them, but I want them. But one at a time, because there's a lot of other things that I have. So I kind of went on a, sorry, loud noise clattering, on a haul buying, like a pattern buying spree. So there was a shop on Etsy, NeniSweetDesigns. She was having a sale that's ending, I think, on June 18th. So when I was talking to my husband, I was like, oh, it's ending in July, we got time. And then I went back and ordered the patterns, and I'm like, oh, this ends in like a week from now. So good thing I ordered them when I did. And because it was like basically 50% off, he's like, okay, fine, go ahead and order whatever it is that you're wanting to get. I came out with probably 100 patterns. Yeah, so instead of loading them all on the screen like I normally do, let's just take a look at this. So this is my image folder, and so you can see that I've got all of these. Some of these are ones that I've already done or already working on. Some of these are ones that I've gotten for free from Facebook groups, so like these bluey ones I've gotten from Facebook. A couple of these I've gotten other places, but mostly these Disney ones that you're seeing are all of the ones that I bought from NeniSweetDesigns. I also bought this really cool one here, which is called Kitchen Conversions. I've been eyeing about this one for a while, just because if you make a bunch of different recipes and you change them up and make them bigger, make them smaller, you know, you gotta know what it changes, and I've always kind of wanted one of those in my kitchen. So yeah, the one pattern that I bought, was this mega Disney pack here. And it contained pretty much everything in here that was Disney. I also bought a few others in here. And then, yeah, I came out with like 100 patterns. And it's pretty bad. So that's why I really want to get Labyrinth finished, so I can start some others. I can only start one if I finish Labyrinth, because Labyrinth is small. But to finish, that's what counts. So I've been going through the last couple days, and this is probably also why I haven't been getting a whole lot of stitching done, is one of the people that got me started on Flosstube, or watching Flosstube, Teresa Little Stitcher. I'm sure a lot of you guys know her if you're active in the Flosstube community. She, at the end of last year, put out a stitching tracker that we could do. Well, she does it every year, but like last year she did like a days, how many days did you stitch on something, how many stitches did you put into this project, and I count stitches. So I downloaded that, and I don't have Excel on my iPad or on my computers. We don't have the license key for it, so I've been using on my iPad the Numbers app that came with it. So I've been trying to like change it over to Numbers and like get all the formulas correct, but it's been kind of weird. So what I did find out recently is if you have Hotmail or Outlook, if you have an email through them, you can actually use Excel online. You can't use it on your iPad. It has to be on a computer. Otherwise, it takes you to the app or something. But I've been going through Excel through my email. I just blanked, couldn't think of the word. And I've been loading in all of these patterns that I have. Every single one, the ones I'm working on, ones that I just bought, the ones that I have in my stash that I need to work on. And we're just going to run through that real quick and see how many there is. So hers is really cool. So it tells you here, this is their name. And it starts at number 5. And we're just going to scroll down and see how far this goes. And it just keeps going, guys. I told myself I'm not allowed to buy anymore until I start finishing things. Mitchell was like, yeah, you're not allowed to buy any more for the year. I'm like, no. I can't buy any more until I finish things. I need to have things finished. We're still going. This is how bad it is, guys. A lot of these are small, which is why I have like the stitch counts and the sizing of them over here, so that way I can figure out what's the smallest things and maybe work up there. Start with small ones. But yeah, that's at 220. So I have like 215. 215 patterns. Yes, it's a problem. But my kids are small right now, so I don't get to do a lot of stitching. So I'm hoping that as they get older, I'll be able to do more stitching, especially because I have a daughter that right now is into gymnastics, and I have a boy, and typically they're always into some sort of sport like football, baseball, basketball. So I'm probably going to be sitting somewhere while they're playing games or doing meets or whatever. So hopefully I'll just be stitching my time away there, and that will get a lot of progress done on some of these. So very short video. Not a lot to talk about, but a lot of haul. It's bad, but I have a thing for Disney, so it made me happy. The other thing that I've worked on a little bit, I haven't done a whole lot with, we haven't had D&D the last couple weeks, so I haven't been working on Titanic. And then the last couple of times we've done our Harry Potter podcast, I've been stitching, working on the Labyrinth, or in May I was working on the Storybook Sal. So I haven't been working on the Supernatural card. But my husband's an author. He's not published officially yet, but he wants to be. So we've been going through one of his stories at night, and he's just kind of asking for my input. And the last couple nights I'm like, you know what, let me just work on my Titanic as long as it's not making a lot of noise, and that way I can start to get some progress done on that instead of just stitching. So I have more to show. So we started on section 3 of Titanic. I don't remember if we saw it last time, but if we did, it was just kind of like this bottom portion here. So we've gone up, and this is where we're going to start getting up to the red, so the superstructure of the ship, right? Might be thinking about that backwards. But this is what I've got done right now. Not a whole lot. But I'm only 2 bags into like 20 or 15 or something for these final sets. So this is where we're at. There's our last little turbine engine back here. And we've got these things. I think these are where our propellers go because they actually rotate. So these must be where our propellers are at. So I'm excited to get to that. But that's where we're at with Titanic. Hopefully we'll be doing some more D&D soon. I know this Saturday, wow, it came up fast. This Saturday we're doing like a one-off campaign where we're all going to be playing as geese, because if you know, you know. If you're part of this D&D group and you're one of our friends, you know. But one of us has a huge obsession with geese in the game, and it's ridiculous. So we're doing a one-off campaign about we're all role-playing as geese. And we're doing it as like a whole day thing. Normally we just do it for like 3 or 4 hours at the end of a Friday night, but we're doing it like all day on Saturday. So I'm hoping I can get quite a bit of Titanic done to show you guys for next time. So I know it's not a lot, but it's something. So I'm hoping to tonight finish a little bit more of the Storybook Sal and then get some Titanic done this weekend. If we do our podcast, I'm going to try and sit down and do the Supernatural car, get a little bit more work done on that, and then maybe I'll start Festive Feline this weekend so I can get her stitching done, and then I can just focus the rest of June on the Labyrinth and say that I've met my whip goals And yeah, so hopefully next time I see you guys, we'll have a finish. It won't be a fully finished object, but it'll be a finish, and that's the exciting part. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time. I know, short and sweet, but got to start somewhere. So until next time, this has been Brandywine Stitches.